All right, Jen Dykeman, how are we doing this morning?
I am good. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing good. I'm loving this artsy conversation we're getting ready to have. I hope Cinco de Mayo has been good to you, but fill us in on this. This is really cool.
So, right, Jacoby Arts in downtown Alton at 627 East Broadway is going to be having an art opening tonight. Tonight's going to be an artist talk from 6 to 8, and we're also going to be showing the work of art therapists, which is, I believe, the first time we've ever done this as part of our Missouri Art Therapy Association annual Artsy exhibit, which will open tomorrow, showcasing the work of children and teens in residential and therapeutic art programs who were supported by the art therapists who helped them make the images you'll see in the show.
Wow, that is really cool. And take us through this. What goes into the organization of an exhibit like this, and take us through who's all going to be a part of it.
Well, there are a lot of art therapists. We have this wonderful program at SIU Edwardsville in art therapy and counseling, where art therapists are trained to be both counselors and art therapists, and they work in a variety of organizations in the metro area. And we all get together and showcase the art of children and teens who have been helped by art therapists in various settings.
And, take us through a little bit more of, art therapy as a whole. I'm still, I know about art therapy, but I don't know all of its, uses and how it really benefits, yet to a T. But could you fill us in on that and just your experience with the organization and just the day-to-days of maybe of just exactly how beneficial this service is?
Sure. I can definitely talk to my own experience. I am an art therapist, and I work in a hospice setting for Barnes Jewish Christian Hospital, BJC. And I work in our freestanding 16-bed hospice house. And so I work with children and teens and adults and patients, helping to process their anticipatory grief and their grief and loss after losing a loved one. And so we use art making in that capacity to help families and patients express themselves in ways that they can't when the words are just too overwhelming, to help them create a sense of purpose and something that they can do when so many things have been taken away from them. This doing art when they're able, for both patients and families, helps them feel a sense of mastery, helps them feel like they are able to have control over their situation. And there's lots of other art therapists throughout the area who are doing similar work.
Wow.
Both in school settings and hospital settings, schools, you name it.
And that's just incredible. I mean, it's definitely one of those, you have to be made to do what you're doing. And I can only imagine, the experiences that you've had with all that you do, and the way that you can see somebody's at least mood and perception on things kind of be not necessarily changed, but helped with what you're doing. And you're bringing that to Jacoby's Art Center and have done so. Take us through this. So when should we arrive on tonight and Saturday for these exhibits?
Sure. So tonight is going to be the artist talk, and I'm going to be speaking for about 15 minutes. It starts at 6 o'clock, and it'll move from 6 to 8. And that will be a space where all of the art therapists who are part of the Missouri Art Therapy Association will have their artwork up for exhibit. And so you'll be able to walk through and see all the amazing work that these art therapists do in their own private time, in their own, processing their own art making and healing for themselves.
Wow.
And that's
sorry.
That show's going to be called, that show's going to be called Complementary and Contrasting, the Healing Colors of the Art Therapist. So it opens tonight, May 5th, and it'll run through May 26th, 2023.
That is incredible. And always, I love playing the phone game. It's like, wait. Yes.
Sorry about
No,
that.
no, it's my fault, not your. That's on me. I really think this is such a cool event. And, to have the insights, as you being an art therapist and really bringing this to life here at Jacoby, can you take us through the organization, the association as a whole? Because this seems like a really great group of folks that do so much to help, benefit folks that are really going through trauma and just stressful situations and you name it.
Well, that's what's so exciting because this is the 25th
Wow.
annual Artsy exhibition. So we've been doing this for a long time. Art therapists have always run this show.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, it's sponsored by the Missouri Art Therapy Association, which is made up of art therapists in the area. And like I said, it's just been something that's been an opportunity to showcase the work of these children and teens. There are 14 Missouri and Illinois organizations that help with gathering all of the artwork and putting them on exhibition so the children can show their work as well. And so there's going to be a wide range of medias, paints, pencils, paper, 3D artwork, and all of the artwork speaks for the child or teen and communicates the power of their own experience.
That is so cool. And Jen, have you been a part of this for the past 25 years? I should have asked you this on the phone. Before, but this is really remarkable.
Yeah, I actually went to school at SIUE in 2010, graduated in 2013, and I've been a working art therapist for the last 10 years.
That is so. And what's it mean for you to be able to speak at this event and really being able to bring this to life?
It's just an incredible honor, and I've been reflecting a lot about my own journey and what brought me to art therapy and just the whole process too. So it's been a really wonderful thing to reflect on. And I'm really hopeful that sharing a little bit more about what art therapists do and the power of art therapy maybe sparks some interest in other people as well.
Absolutely. And with that being said, I don't want you to give too much away, but have you been able to see some of the pieces yet, or have you heard of them to fill us in on maybe some that you're looking forward to viewing?
Well, all of the participating art therapists, I have not seen all of their work, although I've known them or worked with them over the years. So I'm super excited to see what the art therapists are bringing. And no, I don't know. So it'll be an exciting surprise for me tonight too when I arrive to Jacoby.
I love it.
And the art I have seen some images of the children and teens work, and they are just beautiful, colorful, really expressive. And I think people will really enjoy this exhibit.
Absolutely. And with that being said, Jen, take us through your relationship with Jacoby and what it means to have an institution like this, really being able to support you guys and give you guys that hub of really being able to, express your artistic views and just, express and showcase your work to the public.
Yeah, that is exciting. I mean, I am an Altonian. Mm-hmm. My family, both my mom and dad were from Alton, and my grandmother, I remember distinctly as a child, bought all of her furniture from Jacoby. And so it's been a part of my life for as far back as I can remember. And I love that it's this beautiful space with these tall ceilings and just a beautiful storefront. And so I'm excited to see the way that art's going to look in the space, and also just having that history of being someone from the area who is now showing their work in this space that is legendary, honestly.
Absolutely. And we have a couple of minutes left, but I want to make sure we do the best we can to get all the information out. It's been a busy show today, Jen. With that being said, it seems like, all the Friday shows just start, it's a conveyor belt with how much information we have. But this is so cool. So take us through this. Do we need to find a registration link, or can we just show up and enjoy?
You can show up and enjoy. It's open to the public. You can go to Jacoby at www.jacobyartscenter.org or call their number, which I can give you now, 618-462-5222. And it's, like I said, located at 627 East Broadway, Alton, Illinois, 62002. And tonight will be the special artist talk, so they will be open from 6 to 8. And then tomorrow for the show itself, for the student show, it looks like it's going to be open Saturday, May 6th from 1 to 3.
That's incredible. And what time are you speaking again tonight?
6 to 8. I'm going to be speaking at 6.
Okay,
so.
at 6. That's what I wanted to make sure, because I really, Jen, thank you so much for filling us in on this. I think this is remarkable, and I will be down at some point to check out the exhibit, because this is, something that I think the art will speak volumes of the industry and all the things that you guys have to do on a day in and a day out basis.
It's beautiful work, and I'm excited to see the show, and I hope people can find time to come down and check it out.
Awesome. And like I said, Jen, really appreciate your time, and I will definitely be there at some point throughout before the 26th to see this. And thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you so much. You have a good day.
Awesome. You too. At 10:19, we'll take a quick break on this Cinco de Mayo Friday in the heart of the Riverbend. Coming up next, Linda Pedersen, Food for Thought, after this.